Nanog 50. Nanog 50, can you believe that? 50.
How many have you been to?
You know, I was trying to figure that out the other day. I don't know. It's been a few of them. I want to kind of get going because we have a full agenda, and I really want to see if we can cut down on the overhead a little bit, but I do want to do a few things first. I want to, how many folks got out to the aquarium last night? That was an awesome social. How about thank you, so Telx and all the other sponsors, I guess Google, Sienna, Tata, Fiberlight, and Torrey Point, and mostly Telx. So thank you very much. It was really nice. When you're you know, moving around the Nanog space, try to take notice of all the sponsors we have. Of course, we have Telx is the meeting host, and they've done a great job. Network's great. I don't know if people have checked it out. It's really nice. We have all these contributors. Cox for the bottled water, Myriad Supply for the name tag holder and print agenda, Internet 2, 10 access points, OSA, the lanyards, Aaron, well, lots of help, and Spectrum Networks for the survey giveaways. So just an aside on the survey, www.nanog.org/survey, fill out the survey and there'll be a giveaway before and after the break today. We did last time when we did the surveys, we wanted to do a giveaway at the first break, after the first break, and the question was, well, what was the survey about? But it looks like we've solved that, and it's a little bit more topical now, so take the survey. Break sponsors, PACnet, Nokia, Sienna, and XKL and Hibernia. Beer and gear, one of our favorite things. Network hardware resale, Brocade, Keratin, Arbor, Juniper, Infinera, Lucent Alcatel, Cisco, OSI, and PCCW Global. So thank all those people. Then the vendor collaboration room, which is really, I don't know if you stopped by, but stop by over there. It's a lot of interesting things going on over there. Alcatel, Lucent, RS, A10, and Comcast. So those are all the people who are involved in bringing this to you. There's also the steering committee and program committee. The steering committee has blue. The program committee has yellow. If somebody has green, maybe they're on both of them, I'm not sure. But if you see any of them around, make sure to give the feedback that you have for them and for the program committee, because that's very important to us. We try to bring you guys the most topical and relevant stuff, and we need the feedback from you guys to make sure we're doing a good job. So thank you to all the sponsors, and I want to turn it now over to Don to have a few words.
Thanks, Dave. Go. Hi, I'm Don Welch from Merit Network. Welcome all of you to our 50th Nanog here in Atlanta. We don't get to put these meetings on without a lot of hard work. Dave mentioned all the sponsors. We couldn't have Nanogs without all the sponsorships we have, and especially our hosting organization and there. But also there's a lot of people who do a lot of hard work in the background to make this work. And I just want to mention the Merit staff. We're wearing the green badges. We handle the logistics and IT support for the meeting, and they do a great job. The program committee, they don't get paid, and they work really hard to put this program together, which is really why you're all here, besides to meet each other. The steering committee, the marketing committee, the communications committee, lots of volunteers who make Nanog work. And the reason this is a great organization, a great meeting, is because of those volunteers. And I really want to thank them all. I want to remind you that we've got an election. So because you're here, you're eligible to vote. Please do. As you vote for steering committee members, you will also be voting for board members for the new NOG organization. So increased importance there. And so I'd like to wrap up by thanking specifically Eric Shepcaro on behalf of Telx for hosting this meeting. The hosts do an awful lot of work, put a lot of effort into this, and really help make this a great meeting. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Good morning. Everyone awake out there? I know there's some West Coast folks. I know the Yahoo guys, though, but I saw you in the gym at 6 o'clock this morning here from California, so I'm impressed. Did everyone have a good time in the aquarium last night? I know we had one round of applause. So I too do want to give one more thanks to Google, Sienna, FiberLight, Torrey Point, and Tata. Let's give them one more round of applause for hosting last night. Now, I had a great time at the aquarium last night, a lot of great conversations with a lot of folks, and I don't see, is Steve Ginsburg here from Pandora? I don't see him yet. He's West Coast as well. How many of you use Pandora? A lot of you, right? So I was having this great conversation with him last night over a drink and telling him I love their model, their unicasting model, set up my own streams. But then I asked him about the business model, and he told me it was all advertising generated. And I said, well, that's funny. I mean, I listen to Pandora when I run every morning on my Droid device, and I never get any advertising. So he said, I'm going to have to fix that. And then this morning, I go out for my workout, and wouldn't you know, I download my Pandora app on my Droid phone, and what do I hear but a bunch of advertising? So Steve, wherever you are, I love your technical model, your business model, not so much anymore. So, but anyway, thanks for joining us at NANOG 50. It's really a pleasure as the CEO of Telx to welcome you to Atlanta, and what a great city and what an exciting time here in Atlanta. I would like to also thank Merit for helping put this event together, the NANOG and Aaron boards for their support, and those involved in the NANOG network, so FiberLight, NLayer, Host.net, and Broad River. So let's give them a round of applause for putting this together. So I flew in yesterday from another event over the weekend, actually a technology business event, and I had the opportunity to listen to Aaron Patzer, who is the CEO of Mint.com, or was the CEO and founder of Mint.com. And if you don't know Aaron or you never heard him, he has multiple engineering degrees from Duke University, just a brilliant, brilliant engineer. And he said something that really put it in perspective to me. He said, as you're building a company and growing a company, every engineer and technical individual like yourselves can add $500,000 in valuation to a company. And every business guy like myself actually can lower that valuation by $150,000. So you guys have really created a hell of a lot of valuation for your companies. So I think you should give yourselves a round of applause for all you've done for the industry. So a couple of things, just why Telx participates in NANOG real quickly. You guys having participated in this event for several years, you get right down to business and discussions. There's no BS. You discuss the technical issues around the internet and IP in general. You dialogue, you facilitate great discussion, and most importantly, you have great training and educational programs. And right now, I know we have a lot of challenges out there. And I know, what we're proud of participating and conversing with you folks on is you're going to discuss many of these key issues head on over the next few days. I mean, clearly, while the internet and IP traffic is not doubling every year, we still see the continued growth of IP traffic, growing at a compounded annual rate of 34%. So not so shabby, pretty significant growth. And I know talking to many of you last night, your traffic is up 35%, 50%, 75%, and you're trying to think about, what do you do about peering, extending your peering capabilities? What do you do about IP transit? How does you support this growth of video? And then, while I said it's not doubling, by 2014, it'll be the equivalent of 32 million people streaming Avatar in 3D continuously for the entire month. So some substantial growth. And as we all know, particularly those that work with the wireless providers or are a wireless provider, we're just at the advent of machine-to-machine computing and networking and all things being connected. So these are really interesting times for us. So I know over the next couple of days, you're going to address some of these challenges. So certainly, IPv4 addressing space running out by the end of 2011, and what do we do about that? Traffic is clearly up, as I said, but pricing is down. And what is the impact on network investments and on peering? Security attacks. For a brief time, I ran the security practice at AT&T for about 4 or 5 years, and clearly we continue to see the threat and the cyber attacks continue to grow, and they're getting more sophisticated, as you know. And then clearly the control of traffic on broadband networks and that good old age-old question of network neutrality, which never seems to die. So to sum up, we're proud of being part of the NANOG community, and we look forward to be participating in NUNOG, and we're proud to host this event. You folks are the ones that are very passionate about this space, and I know you're going to tackle these issues head on over the next couple of days. Finally, is hosting this event. We do have a flagship facility here, so my 2 seconds of sales and marketing, 56 Marietta, which is one of the network-dense facilities here in the southeast, about 10 minutes from here. Those of you that are interested in seeing this network-neutral co-location facility, we will have tour buses taking folks down there starting at about 11 a.m. and they'll run till 2. So please join us and come see that. And I was reminded it's over lunch, so you won't miss too much of the NANOG sessions and educational sessions. And then finally, have a great meeting, and then join us tonight. I think it's 8:30 at Shout, and for the event hosted by Telx and NTT America, and sponsored by our friends at Cisco. So thank you very much, and welcome to NANOG. Appreciate it.